Yeah. Okay, wait, is this streaming already? Because it says on air. Yo, it went live. Okay, K Howard Artist, thank you for chatting. Because I would not have known that this was live. Hold on, I'm testing something. Muted on Facecam. It's fine. I don't understand. I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. One sec. This test stream. Hold on. All right. Hello. Can you hear me? It says it's good now. That's interesting. Okay, so mute face cam. Don't mute desktop audio. How's the music? Can you guys hear the music? Let me know, K Howard. This is a test stream, all right? It's good now. Okay, hold on. We're gonna check. I'm gonna do something interesting. We're chilling. Music's all right. Can you hear the music? Okay, good. All right. Listen, we're cooking. Listen, bro, I'm about to start playing games and stuff, bro. Get ready. Okay, hold on. Pause. It says I'm trying to stream on all platforms at the same time. This is a very ambitious first attempt at streaming from OBS. Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna start Twitch right. It says I'm live on Twitch. All right. I'm already on YouTube, I'm assuming. This is YouTube chat, right? This is YouTube chat. So what? This OBS crap is interesting. Also, I apologize. Don't look back here. I didn't clean my room. That's part of being an artist. Okay. K Howard. Actually, I have my phone right here. I'm gonna check. Hold on. We're gonna check together. Look at this. Hopefully that didn't lag y'all out. But I'm learning things. I'm only gonna get better. All right. So theoretically, I am live on Twitch, which I have to check. But before I go check that, I'm also gonna go live on Instagram. So I got to see how poor the proportions are gonna be. Poor portions. All right. So we are gonna go live on Instagram right now. 3, 2, 1. It says we're live. All right. I'm gonna refresh like crazy. Oh. Oh, okay. So when I switch cams, it mutes. So I have so much to learn, bro. Okay. Anybody who sees this is a test stream. We're testing shiz out. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna know what I'm doing in a couple more streams. We'll see. Okay. I can't. My Instagram is not popping up. So let's see. Can hear you now, yes. But if I'm here, you can't. Wait. You can still hear me. I'm learning. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Hold on, this is gonna get trippy for a second. Bear with me. Okay. Now hold on. Right, I'm gonna. So now, oh, oh, you can still hear me. Let's go. All right, this is cool. I gotta figure out if I'm live on Instagram because it's not telling me. It says I am live, but I have no way of checking. I have no way of checking if I'm live on Instagram. This is bad, bro. I don't even have a chat pulled up. Okay, okay, okay. Let me hold on. Pause. How can I check my money? I'm not live on Instagram. This crap live, bro. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that down for now because I don't want it to randomly go live later. We're gonna stop that, and now I have to check Twitch. How do I check if I already have a Twitch account and I go on that Twitch account? I'm going right now. Hopefully, you guys can't see this. Oh, dude, this is so much work for no reason for it to not even work. Okay, yeah, I'm not live on Instagram. Okay. How do I check if I'm live on Twitch? Because this is saying I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on Twitch, but it says I'm playing Marvel Rivals. That's funny. But hey, I can make that happen. This is cool. Okay, I gotta update that profile pic. Should I do that now real quick? My ADHD bros. I don't know. Yes, I don't want to do that because I don't want to dox myself. I don't know if I have something up that I'm not supposed to, you know what I mean? Accidentally pulls up all my passwords. Listen, bro. I'm really bad. I'm also trying to figure out how to like crop this. How to crop myself. Resize. Show transition blending mode. This is so much, bro. I'm trying to be live everywhere. I'm trying to multi-stream. Because if I could do that, that would... Oh, I heard myself talk. That was crazy. On the news, satellite, everywhere. You already know, bro. But no, because this is fun, man. Streaming with people and having people in and out. Like, I don't expect a lot of people watching my crap when I draw. And I got to be careful. I don't want to do it every day because I'm going to go crazy. But every now and then do a stream, right? That could be fun. Also, the only thing is that it's mad laggy. I'm noticing, like, look at that crap, bro. There's some laggage. So, but it's looking like it's running pretty decently. This is good. This is good. I have to figure out how to make my chat on OBS. Ooh, you can add timestamps? Ooh. Moderation activity? Ooh. Moderation activity will be shown. This is fun. This is cool. But look at that. You can see my face now. I was going to get excited, by the way, because I saw that I had one viewer on Twitch. It's me. I'm the one viewer. Doofus. Okay. Brain. Give me 1 second. So I have to figure out the whole Instagram situation. Because that would be very useful if I can just stream on Instagram. I might have used the wrong IRL codes. I'll do that later, but it's good to know that this kind of works. I'm gonna... Oh, How does... Hold on. This is gonna be trippy. Let me put on my headphones. I'm gonna check how the audio sounds. I cannot hear anything. Hold on. This is stupid. Oh, the music's not that loud. I'm loud. Oh, you guys can hear if I lower the music too. Cool, cool, cool. All right, well, screw it, bro. Let's draw a little bit. Let's, I guess we'll draw. Used to do that all the time on the news. I'm dyslexic, bro. All right. The only crappy part is that I'm going to miss chat because I'm over here, right? So I'm staring at my laptop, and boom. Hold on. I'm just gonna pull up YouTube on my laptop, and then I just gotta hold on. I gotta get closer. What's up? But I do want to figure out how to stream on Instagram and TikTok. Listen, I'm doing the research. I'm gonna find out. Because again, multi-streaming is awesome. Plus, you get a different audience. And plus, whenever funny crap happens, I can always clip it. It's easy to do videos, like if I want to do like tutorial stuff. Because if I have it like this right now, I should probably zoom out. Can I zoom out? I cannot zoom out. I cannot zoom out. Okay. Pause. I'm trying to go to my own. Okay, so the thumbnail's whack as hell. I gotta work on. Ah! We're good. Dude, the quality is terrible. That's the only thing. But I can see chat now, for the most part. All right. Listen, I'll draw a little bit. Yeah, cause okay. So hear me out. I want to do videos, right? I want to do videos where like, hey, this is the book of the week, right? And we just, ooh, hold on, right? Ooh, don't hang up. We're gonna ultra wide, back camera, ultra wide. How's that looking? I'm not flashing anybody, so we're good. I gotta do a better job at this. Hold on. See? How we looking? Is that better? Boom. My only thing is the mic. The mic sounds funny. But theoretically, this is cool. Because now I can do like little videos where I yap about whatever books I got. Also, I have been. It sounds loud. I don't know how loud it actually is. But hold on. Because yeah, like I want to do shit like this, bro. Look at that. Boom. This shit right here, by the way, I bought this thing. I was originally going to remarket and like sell it on whatnot, but this was too good to do that too. So yeah, I'm going to study Dan Morrow's faces because there's something about his faces that are just awesome. But yeah. I'm going to draw for a little bit. I might keep it wide like this. I don't know. I wish I could. Dude, that's. I'm learning, guys. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I kind of hate the quality. I don't know what to do about that because I was originally trying to connect to the laptop here to have better like quality, but I hate. I couldn't figure it out. So I'll draw for a little bit. Screw it. All right, let's go back to normal camera. Wrong camera. Sorry. Boom. And how does this look to you guys? Come on. Let's go. Whoops. Is this up in my face, bro? All right. So yeah, man. I've been doing. I got my booty cheeks torn up, and ever since that, bro, I swear to God, I've elevated art-wise. I feel like a brand new artist. Like my understanding of certain things are better. I'm in a little bit of a weird point now because I want to work on my own book, but obviously if I could get a job working for any of the big companies, I'd do it. And I have a book with Adam Lawson in the works, but it's very like it's a much slower process right now because he's working on multiple things and we're trying to see if anybody picks us up. So that's I'm just doing Scourge, I'm doing commissions, I'm doing the whatnot shows on the side. Kind of just waiting for something to happen. So it's really weird. It's one of those things where you're kind of in limbo. It sucks, but it's kind of a blessing in disguise because I could just chill and do what I got to do. But I need a book. I need structure, and I'm trying to get to the point to where I can grab as many commissions and whatnot things so that I can fund myself to get really far on Scourge, right? And then just do Scourge, and that's it. And I think I can, dude. Like, my goal, because, look, I understand we're in a recession. People don't really want to spend money, and that's totally understandable. I'm suffering from that, bro. There's so many things I want to get that I just can't. So I want to make sure I invest the readers. And it's going to be, the first issue is going to be 40 issues. 40 pages, which is insane. But I feel like I have to do that in order to grab people's attention. And I think I'm going to make the first 24 pages free to read online. It sounds crazy. We'll see. It's very ambitious, but I think a big start is important in order to invest as many people as possible. Because, dude, like, yes, it is a mini series, right? It's a mini series. It's gonna start off as 6 issues, but if I gain enough traction off of that, I see Esquivel's eyes. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean you see my eyes, bro? What was I saying? My ADHD hit, bro. I don't know. That threw me off. But basically, I want to have a really strong start because yes, I do have 6 issues planned for now, right? I'm being realistic. I'm being like, look, like people don't like this, and I just move on. But I have a strong feeling people will like it. You know, because it's the book isn't meant to be. Sure, it starts off silly, but it gets serious and it becomes a love letter to superheroes. Um, and it can easily be 3 volumes big, maybe 4 volumes big. Like I have a deep, fleshed out story with fleshed out characters planned. So let's see, man. I originally did those first 3 pages. I've been doing a lot of like concept art and just to understand how it's gonna feel, right? Like the first 3 pages I did that I brought to the convention that I got critiqued. It was 5 pages, but first 3 in the book, those were really test pages to see like what the world's supposed to feel like. And I've shown those multiple times on social media. Hold on, let me draw and talk because I noticed some artists can't do it, and I'm not gonna be one of those. Yo, people hated me in San Diego because I made David Finch talk and draw, and he couldn't do both. People were hating me, bro. That was funny, but yeah, man. Let's see. It's a very ambitious first book, especially on my own that I'm writing as well. But I have faith. Like I'm a good storyteller, man. All I got to do is just add the right bubbles to it. You know what I mean? So, listen, I've read some terrible comics that got published with terrible art. Art is subjective, and to call something terrible is very. It's a risky thing to say out loud, right? But I mean it. Like I mean terrible, as in it clearly wasn't the artist's best work, and it was rushed, and like I know I can publish something that people will appreciate. And I'm talking about like the big two. Like some things slip sometimes, and I have faith that I can deliver something better than those things that I'm referring to. But yeah, listen, enough talk, right? Like I got to do it now. That's where I'm at. I'm in that part of my art career. I don't know. It's very interesting. I'm in the middle part, if that makes sense. Like, people root at the beginning. They're like, "Oh, yes, you're doing great." And then now you're in the middle part where like you don't get as much like as obvious support. You still get it, but it's not as like as much as the beginning, right? Like now you got to prove it. Now you got to do it. So I'm in that part. But I'm excited. I know I can do it. It's just a matter of like I just need to make sure my bills are paid for so that I can keep going. So it's I'm balancing that stuff. But hey man, it's happening little by little. I'm about to prove a lot of people wrong in the process, and I'm very excited. Not to prove them wrong, but to do it. Dude, I'm telling you, like I did that one video of the San Diego Comic Con, and I know I yap about that a lot. But that was a very much needed canon event for me, bro, because like I've been debating whether I should keep pursuing comics or not, man. Like I wasn't getting any luck, right? Like I know I have the skills, I just haven't been put to the test. And that convention, so guys, this isn't like I'm not allowed to say this, but a Marvel editor took a look at my work, and it started with going to Humberto Ramos. Shout out to Humberto, bro, because he might have just changed my life forever. He saw something in me, bro. I showed him my work, and he said, "Hey, they're hosting portfolio reviews. Go upstairs." And I was like, "What?" So I immediately ran to Staples. I printed out, the pages for what I had because I didn't have anything really ready to show editors, right? I was just trying to get critiques. I just wanted a sense of direction, because like I don't know if like what I'm doing is working, right? Like if it's gonna get me hired or if like it's really wrong, and I really needed some kind of direction. So I just showed him my couple pages of Scourge, and that's when he sent me to to go to the editors. And so it was a Thursday, and I had to turn it in, which I was finally able to do. I ran like 30 minutes and then 30 minutes back. It was crazy, and took forever at the machines. And then I was able to drop it off, and then I had to wait the next day. And funny part is, I didn't have a ticket for the next day. I didn't have a badge to go to San Diego Comic-Con for a second day. But luckily, my writer, Adam Lawson, hooked me up, and I was able to go. And I got there so late because I was waiting to get that badge. I got there like at the end of the portfolio reviews, and you're supposed to check if your name is even on there, bro. And I had made friends with a couple artists beforehand who were doing the portfolio reviews, and they were telling me, "Hey, bro, I don't think you're in there." And I'm like, "Oh, they probably had me under my legal name." I was not in there, bro. I saw it, and I got so hurt, bro. I was like, "Damn." Like, it's fine. Like, I this wasn't supposed to happen anyways. So I was about to leave, but then something told me, I was like, "Yo, let me just wait. I have a feeling that the last person just went in. So let me just wait. Let me see what happens." And the last person walks out of the portfolio review, and I just like instinctively go up to the editor, to Ricky Purdon. Super freaking nice dude. And I was like, "Hi, my name is Esquivo. Humberto Ramos sent me to meet you." And I wasn't even on the list, but he was like, "You know what? Somebody actually missed your slot. Come on in." So that was crazy, bro. I sat down with two editors. I don't remember the second editor's name that well. It was something very exotic. It was an exotic name, like Ladron, Aaron, like it's something exotic, bro. But they were really nice, man. They to summarize it and not to get too deep into details, he saw my work and he remembered me. I can't remember what he said specifically, but he basically told me that I'm like a kid who just started skateboarding that already knows how to do the insane exotic the insane tricks and shit, but I don't know the basics, right? Like I don't know how to explain the basics. And so he was just telling me to basically like work on that, work on understanding the basics and simplify my work, because I did too much. I which is hilarious, because this whole time I'm like, no, it's not enough. It's not enough. I need to make sure that they know that I know how to do this, and I overcrowded my work. So that was something I really needed to hear. And yeah, it was amazing, man. Like I got the pat in the back that I was looking for to tell me whether or not to keep pursuing this. And I got a couple wrist slaps, right? Like from David Finch. David Finch was like, "Yo, bro, like, why aren't you using a ruler? Why aren't you using perspective?" I'm like, "Damn, you're right. All right, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again." Because David Finch, he's like, I should have known better. He taught us. He taught us. But yeah, man, that convention was it let me know that I'm going on the right path, man, and that like I actually can make it. Like he was telling me, Ricky Purdon was telling me that I have something that you can't teach, and so that was a good pat in the back, because, dude, I'm on social media. I don't go out the house. You don't. I guess you get critiqued by random people online. Respectfully, people who draw stick figures, and you can't really take their criticism. Like some things are legit, but it's hard, because you can't just go to a professional. And I've tried this. I've hit up many professionals in their DMs. I'm like, "Hey man, like I'm trying to progress as an artist. Can you please look at my stuff and give me a couple notes?" And nobody ever really takes the time to do that because they're busy, and they don't. It's a weird thing sometimes, because a lot of people will ask these artists like to check their work, right? I experience this myself, and they're like, I don't really want to, do this because like this guy's probably not serious. Um, I experienced that firsthand with Simone Demel, right? Simone Demel is one of the kindest person on earth. Like every single artist I met down there was super freaking kind, and they were the real deal, bro. But it's funny because you get that feeling. You can sense that they get a lot of people who aren't really serious that go up to them asking for these critiques, and then they don't really like take it to heart. So it was funny because Simone opens my portfolio and he goes, oh, okay, So it's like one of those things where like, dude, that whole convention was just a pat and back. Like I needed that, and they all told me exactly what I needed to hear, and I have not been able to really put it into work yet because I'm finishing off commissions that I owe, but as soon as I get the chance to work on sequentials, which I got a lot going on. I might be working on some sequentials for a retailer. We'll see. That's still up in the air. Like a short, small ash can. And I'm doing Scourge on my own time, trying to figure that out. I'm trying my best, but I am thinking of writing a short story, and I'm gonna invest my heart into this. A short Hulk story. Because Ricky Purden, one of the things that he asked me, obviously, just like seeing what kind of thing I'd be into. And first thing he asked me, like, so this is the scenario. This is how it played out. He was like, so what do you see yourself working on? And he asked me, Hulk, and I laughed, bro, because I know you guys know how I feel about Hulk. I laughed, and because he's my number one. It's like, how do you just like guess that from what I showed you? So he read me very well, and I was like, yes, Hulk would be awesome. And I explained to him how I used to get made fun of because everything I draw is overly buff. So, he said he was going to send me some samples to work on. He's very busy. I have not received those samples, so I'm thinking of just writing my own, right? And potentially lettering them as well as like drawing it and all that. So I'm thinking of a story. I'm thinking like maybe 5 to 8 pages, just to prove that like I'm not just a sequential artist. I could tell a story if I need to. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm still figuring out the story. I'm actually doing a deep dive on Hulk because yes, he has always been my favorite character, but I have not read like Immortal Hulk, for example, right? Which is like the most recent run. And I haven't read it because I've been wanting to read it in physical form. But I was like, dude, like I need to do the research in order to really understand this character and write something that is impactful in the first like 5 to 8 pages, right? So I'm working on that. I'm doing that research. Dude, holy shit, Immortal Hulk, it's insane. It just further cements like how close I have him to my heart. So it's awesome. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm still figuring out that story. It's I have an idea of what I want to do. It's just like I gotta figure out the characters in it and how it ends, and I already know how it starts, but it's gonna be really cool. So we'll see. I don't know when I'm gonna get to that. I'm thinking like November. Also, on an unrelated note, I think I'm gonna do an art book because I haven't done an art book ever since that terrible one that I did. I gotta apologize, by the way, anybody watching this who got that art book and waited a whole year. I'm sorry. That was probably literally the worst time of my life where like everything just fell apart and I was like rebuilding, and I just happened to do that book at that terrible time, and I ended up having to use that money and like pay myself back. But I will never do that again. That was a terrible financial decision. So but obviously I'm in a much better place in my life, and I have a lot of cool shit that I just want in a little paperback book that I for myself, and I'm gonna look into it. I will do it probably by the end of the year. Maybe I'll start doing that soon. I'll start putting up the files because I want that for me, and I don't know, maybe other people will too. I don't know. I don't know what. Listen, bro, I'm already thankful that some people care about my stuff. I'm very insecure. Somebody had a real conversation with me that like there are, and dude, I experienced that. I experienced that firsthand here. There's a lot more people that that look at my stuff than I expect, and it's crazy. For example, hello, I had that video pop off about Nick Dragotta, Absolute Batman. Obviously, that was crazy ass like one of one experience. So I guess like that caught people's attention. But the dude followed me on Instagram. Like what? You know, I had to act cool, bro. I had to act cool. Stuff like that, like some of these things blow up, and you get a lot more eyes on you. And I don't realize that. Like I still think I'm a nobody, but like there are eyes on me, and I have to accept that because I do stupid shit sometimes, and I can't be doing stupid shit no more, you know? So I gotta do better. And I will. I will, you know? Listen, bro, I'm human. I still got some character development left in me. I'll make mistakes, you know? Everybody does. Everybody has those days. Hannah Montana? Hannah Montana? Listen, bro. You get the best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Let's see. I'm very hungry, bro. In the sense, obviously, I'm always hungry when I draw. For some reason, I'm just like that. But I'm very, very ambitious and hungry. Like I want to work on these stories, man. I know I got it in me. Like I know I'm a really good storyteller. I know I can. If you give me your crappiest character right now, I can make him look good and tell a good visual story. And I'm working on the clearness. Yes, I'm sorry. My stuff is very crowded, but obviously that's an easy fix. Now I know. But dude, like what? Name a crappy character right now. What is the word? Give me an Ambush Bug comic. He's not even crappy. It's just like nobody draws him. He's not popular, but I don't know if I can make him popular, but I can draw him cool. That's my promise. You know? Just give me whatever, bro. What's the lamest character you guys can think of? Dude, I was thinking about doing some art for Absolute Batman. Actually, like Absolute Batman is it's like he was made for me, bro. I'm sorry. You gave him an axe? Dude, yeah. I still have it. Hold on. I haven't sent it out yet. I still have the Absolute Batman I did. Like, bro, what? Like that's me. That's me. He's just like me, bro. Listen. Oh, dude. It's one of those things, right? Where like I probably do have to do an Absolute Batman in like sequential samples. I could do a 3-page sample at some point. I think I'm gonna do Hulk first because I want to send these samples to the Marvel editors. But I think Absolute Batman is definitely next, and I have to come up with a cool story for that. Just three page. I'm not going more. I think Hulk deserves more. I'm gonna aim for 5. If I could tell something meaningful and impactful in that little amount of pages, yo. Did you just call the Darkness a lame character, bro? Cage, what do you mean? Listen, he's already cool. He don't need me. He don't need the Esquivel touch. Listen, I know you didn't I know you were trying to call it lame. I know. Nah, man, but legit, like, what's a lame character, dude? I don't know if there are lame characters like that. Like, give me a Jimmy Olsen comic, bro. I don't know. He's not lame. He's actually funny as hell. You know what I mean, though. Jimmy Olsen's awesome, bro. What do you mean? He's such a stud. Bro gets all the ladies. Yo, so I think... Next Monday, I'm going to aim to do more consistent streams. I don't know what I'm doing next Monday. I need a build for a Whatnot show. I was supposed to do one for next Wednesday, but it's not looking likely because there were so many like events that are coming up that just threw me off, right? Like family events, friend events that like look, dude, I've been indoors for like 3 weeks straight ever since New York. When was New York? Maybe I lied. 2 weeks, 2.5. So I definitely need to go out and socialize a little bit, make some memories. But when I get back, I want to work on my sequentials here. Like I want to do them on YouTube. I want to do YouTube videos, man. Because listen, guys, people unintentionally gatekeep so many techniques and secrets from like artists. And I realized that when I did that video just explaining like, hey, this is what your portfolio should look like. Like, what do you mean there's as many people that were not told this? And like I really was like sharing important information. So I want to do more videos like that where like I talk about shit that like you should know before you do art. I don't know, right? Like impactful shit like that. Because I know like some of these things, like the whole clarity thing, nobody talks about that. There is no. This is the only career where there are no internships and you learn directly from somebody in the business. That does not exist, and it's so mind-boggling to me because like it's very frustrating, man. Like the artists that are coming up, we missed out on the 90s. That was the time. Your internships were to draw backgrounds from other artists. If I don't know if I want to make this a promise, but like if I ever make it, one of my goals would be to do some kind of studio. Number one, we're like, you know, we pay our fee, we pay our booth, our corner, our little desk, right? We pay a monthly fee for that. That way we can have our studio space away from family and focus. Not just that, but I want to offer internships to people where like, hey, like I'm gonna do my best to get you in, but I'm gonna get you hands-on experience on like how to work on sequentials and like, you know, all that stuff. Like I want to figure that out. Get a little studio in like Brooklyn in New York or something. Dude. Obviously, that's like, listen, bro. This is like theoretical if I become one of the top artists in the industry and can afford a studio like that, because that's crazy, right? Especially in New York nowadays, bro. Listen, bro, that's very ambitious, but that would be the dream. You feel me? Like to pay it forward, because you could tell there are some artists that really care, that really do want to help other artists, but just like clearly don't have the time or they're not good themselves. But if I can get to that point to where I'm good myself, I want to help. I want to help the next generation. We'll see. Listen, I got to do the work first. Yo, by the way, some of y'all be calling me Unc. Listen, bro, they call me young over there, all right? I'm 26 right now. They call me young. Being an adult is so freaking weird, bro. It's so weird. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm Unc to some and young to others? This is, and I'm telling you right now, I don't know how old you guys are in the chat right now, right? But mid-20s right now in 2025, it is the weirdest place to be because actually, wait, I'm 26. I said that, right? I'm 26, yeah. God, I swear to God, COVID took 2 years from me. From everyone, really. But it is genuinely the weirdest time to be a mid-20s person. Because you're too old for a lot of things and you're too young for a lot of things. So it's like, wait, but I didn't get to enjoy my too young things. I didn't get to do any of those things. Like, tell me how I went to a club for the first time at 25, bro. 25. People who turn 21 are over there already, and like I already feel too old to be doing that stuff. Like I'll go if my friends invite me, but like, I'm an introvert, bro. I don't know how to dance, you know? I can't do that. I don't know. It's such a weird time, and I'm not gonna complain, right? Because like I'm still 26. I'm still in that point. I'm still gonna enjoy what I have left. But it feels like we freaking hit the blip in real life. That's crazy. We did hit the blip in real life, bro. If you think about it, COVID, that was the blip. They predicted that, bro. Damn. How's the music, by the way? Is it? It might be the glasses. What? Listen, bro, what do you mean? Dude, so ever since I got the glasses, bro, I can't unwear them. It might be the glasses. That's funny. It does give Unk status, bro. Unk status is 30 to 40. You're good. Listen, bro. I'm almost there though. I got 4 years till I'm Unk status. It's crazy. By the way, if my girl calls me, I will have to end stream. But this is gonna be colored. This is gonna be really cool. This little drawing here. This is a commission. I gave Medieval Spawn a something called a Hell Reaper, which is a sword from World of Warcraft. Because listen, your boy is cultured. I felt like Medieval Spawn was missing something. I do not like how people draw him. And I think with this sketch, I'm gonna figure it out. It's gonna be color. I'm gonna use markers this time. I don't know how this paper takes watercolor, so I'm gonna be very careful. I don't want to overdo it, you know. So I'm gonna. This is been using a 0.05. I'm gonna keep using it for this and this, and then I'm gonna swap to a 0.1 and do everything else. I'm BSing a lot of this, but I'm enjoying it. But yeah, man, this has been a very interesting part of my life. But going to San Diego Comic-Con was a canon event. Like, it changed my life. And shout out to Humberto Ramos, who was the one who recommended me to Ricky. I don't know, like, so I didn't steal it. Listen, my roommate has always been a big fan of Humberto Ramos, and I just stole this from him. Yo, this shit. Hold on. This is insanity. Hold on. Let's go back. We're gonna go through this for a little bit, because this is awesome. They don't have this anymore. You goes on, bro, and this does not exist. Wait, I wanna. So let's go through this, because a lot of you guys are artists in here as well, and you guys are gonna like this. Humberto Ramos, bro, his story is fascinating. This guy was at DC first. No, he started off in Mexico drawing comics for the local places. And then he went to San Diego Comic-Con to try it and get a chance at, you know, whatever companies he could. And he thought that you only had one shot to get in with Marvel and DC. So he went there on a whim, and he was like, you know what, like, I have to do it. I have to find out, or I'll hate myself. But yeah, the guy, the person he saw at the time, he was like, hey man, like, this is pretty good. Keep working on it. Come back next year, and we'll see. And then they got him into DC, I think it was. No, he started at Image, and then he went to DC. What the hell? Club gets 5 stars. Y'all see this? Oh, hold on. I can't tell this is on purpose or not. Mary Jane Watson owns the Honda Singles Club, so why is very... My girl, you could tell we drew her like this. That lady got... she got a, what's it called? A lazy eye? Like that, but that the whole eye is up here, bro. It's up here. Why? Damn, listen, it happens. It literally happens to the best of us, bro. Unc Skivo, bro. Who called me Unc Skivo, bro? Listen, bro. Listen, bro. I will lecture like an Unc. Don't test me. But hold on. Humberto Ramos. So he started at DC, or at Image Comics. He was doing some stuff with like younger artists like Joe Mad and stuff like that. And then he got brought over to Impulse, which is DC's like Kid Flash. And then eventually they brought him over to Marvel in 2003 to do Spider-Man, bro. And ever since he became the Spider-Man artist, he's fascinating. This is not him right now. I don't think this is him. Yeah, this is not Humberto. Hold on, let's skip. So one of his best runs is Superior Spider-Man. It's when Doc Ock becomes Spider-Man. This shit's awesome. Like, he is a comic artist. How are we looking? Let me bring this down a little bit. Whoops. Like, this is fascinating to me, bro. Like, some of the art in here. So I've seen his work in person. He varies in sizes. If a page doesn't need too much details and it's mostly faces, he'll do it in a smaller size. But, you know, if it's a normal page, he'll go ahead and put in the effort in a 11 by 17, like most people do. But, dude, his Spider-Man is fantastic. Like, I'm a big fan of like, dude, respectfully, I'm not a big fan of artists who draw photorealistic, because, like, at that point, bro, we just take pictures and put them in the book, right? So, like, I really appreciate when artists exaggerate every feature they can. And Humberto Ramos is incredible at that. He's still doing stuff to this day. He just finished Strange Academy recently. He was a filler artist for Ryan Otley's Spider-Man run. I'm not sure what he's doing right now. I have to check. But, dude, this is like, to me, I feel like I'm watching a TV show, like an iconic, like Spectacular Spider-Man TV show or Ultimate Spider-Man when I read him. You know what I mean? I haven't actually read this, so we're going through this at the same time. But it's awesome. I'm trying to get to... Yeah, dude, it's incredible. I unintentionally am leaning towards him, like style-wise. I like very exaggerated, like cartoonish features. Like, again, if you want to look at a photorealistic picture, bro, just take a picture. Like, I like exaggerated things. Like, look at that, James Jonah Jameson. I don't know. This guy's incredible. Look at that. Love this Spidey. Yeah, dude, I wonder if he inspired... Because Ultimate Spider-Man wasn't a thing until later. I don't know. I know Mark Bagley did Spider-Man, but... Dude, I love him. I love his MJ. I love his villains. His Hobgoblin, he did something with Hobgoblin that was incredible. Look at this dude. Also, his Avengers are so good too. But I'm taking a lot of influence from him lately, honestly. Like unintentionally. Like I've been drawing similar to him. Like just everything exaggerated a bit more. Like, look, man, we're we're drawing comics. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people will say it like, you know, try to focus and draw from real things, and like you can, but at the end of the day, we're doing comics. We're trying to be comic artists. We're trying to find like what's appealing to the eye. Like things need to be fun first before anything. So that's why I love looking at stuff like this. Like he very much fits in the Joe Mad. Like he's not like Joe Mad, right? He's not. I would like they're parallel, if that makes sense. Like I wouldn't say they mimic each other in any way or like took from each other. Like they just happen to be in that same like hyper exaggerated art style, dude. This is awesome. Look at this, dude. Okay, this is when... Oh shit, guys. So for context, this is Peter. Peter just died, and this is Doc Ock. I think. That's crazy. The Superior Spider-Man, and it begins, man. Such a cool run. This is no longer Humberto Ramos. Also, this is cool. All right, I'm gonna stop scrolling because I actually want to study this on my own time. But yeah, Superior Spider-Man by Humberto Ramos. Humberto is the GOAT, and one day I'm gonna thank him whenever I freaking make it. He started that snowball for me for sure, and I can't believe that I never actually like took time to study him. I was on the right path because like I'm studying Joe Madden and stuff like that, but Humberto himself is just different. Okay, back okay, we're good. Sorry. Okay, that quality looks terrible from over here, guys. You gotta let me know. Bro, his water renders look beautiful. The colorist does justice for his art. Oh my god. Yo, I got... Dude. I'm not gonna name names, but some artists were talking about how like it's really hard to find good colorists, so you have to do the work for them. And I was like, damn, they do not like their colorists, bro. It's true though. Like I can relate to that in a sense. Like there's a reason why I started doing my own inks. I didn't like what inkers were doing to my pencils. It was not like I couldn't stand it. So I started inking myself. And I've been very lucky with the colors that I've worked with, but there are some that I'm just not we don't sync. Like I have a very hard to color art style. Truthfully, and that's my own fault. But a lot of the artists, a lot of the colors that I've gotten, I've not been a big fan of. So I'm understanding and learning how to color myself traditionally and digitally, right? Like with Scourge, I'm gonna do all the inks. I'm gonna go as hard as I can, but in the very end, I'm going to color myself. I might hire a flatter, just because flatting is not fun, but that is a lot of money out of my pocket. But I think I have to because I don't think I can handle it. It's gonna take way too much time that I just don't have. So I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna take about a week to color the whole book, and I'm gonna color it myself. And I think I'm gonna do 60 pages in total. We'll see. We'll see. Fuck, I'm gonna have to do 80 pages of Scourge before I try to reach out to a publisher. I just realized that's crazy, but I can do it. I'm gonna kickstart the first 3 issues and try to look into publishers. Okay. I think I've got the hardest parts done. Let me go over here real quick, finish this. But yeah, I definitely want to look into like going to Image Comics, or probably just Image Comics, bro. That's not true. I don't know who else. Like, I sound terrible, but I want to do Image Comics and nothing for Scourge, bro. Like, unless Dark Horse somehow picks it up, but like it's not a Dark Horse kind of book, so I don't know. Yo, I have a plot twist for Scourge, by the way, that I think is gonna catch everyone off guard. Which, like, I don't know if I should advertise that or like spoil it. I think I can show it without spoiling the story. People are just gonna be like, "Yo, what is that?" You know? How many people are in the chat, bro? I can't. How do you find that out? Because what if I just spoil it here? I don't know how to check that right now. Jeez. But anyways, point is, Scourge unlocks forms, right? And there's a specific form. It's only 2 forms. That I think is going to grab everyone's attention, and it's going to trigger their nostalgia, and they're going to immediately be sold on the book. So just wait for it, bro. Wait for it. All right, let's keep going. Bam. What time is it? How much? Making sure I'm not summoned. All right, let's pull out the point 1. It should show from your streaming software. This shit don't show nothing, bro. This do not show nothing. You got 6. Oh, hello, 6 people. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil that then, but dude, yeah, I'm gonna do a better job at this. By the way, like, I'm gonna figure out how to get better quality, because I know for a fact this quality is not good. Like, I'm looking at it from YouTube right now. Oh, I'm one of the viewers. That's funny, but like, that shit just froze, bro. Oh, I lied. No, I was. There's a delay. There's a delay. It's not frozen. But I'm gonna do a better job. I'm gonna find out a way to connect the phone directly to the computer over here and stream it from here instead of over here. We'll see. Listen, bro, I'm just figuring this out. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I'm also a gamer, bros. So when the time comes, I'm gonna game. I might have to make a separate account for that, though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when the time comes. Dude, do y'all know? In console for Marvel Rivals, I was in the top 1% of players in ranked. Did y'all know that? I am a no life. That's when I hit that rank, I stopped. Last season, I stopped, bro. I was like, no. That's how you know I've been spending way too much time on playing games rather than drawing. But listen, bro. I think honestly, it all translates. It's all like interconnected. Everything, right? Think of it this way, right? Like, life is a video game. If you treat it like an MMO, all right, hear me out. If you treat it like an MMO, like World of Warcraft, and this is why I love New York, because it feels like an MMO, you will succeed. All right, there are skill trees in art, right? There's like, oh, do you want to do sequential art? Oh, do you want to do cover art? Or hey, what is another option? Okay, ignore that. But, right, so sequential art, right? You want to do sequential art. So guess what? Now you have to specialize in these sections. Do you want to focus on anatomy first? Do you want to focus on layout first? Do you want to focus on inking or penciling first? See what I mean? So now you have to like boop, 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 put those freaking skill points in your tree. And here, look at this. Check this out. Commissions, those are mobs. right? And then your actual projects, those are the boss fights. So it's like you got to take all these things. They all give you experience points to to tap into those skill trees. So like if you treat it like that, bro, it's awesome. Like you start to understand things better. And to add on to it, bro. All right, hear me out. Hear me out. In games like Rivals, Call of Duty, what else is mainstream? Valorant, right? There is always a meta. There is always something at the top, something that's always better. The better class, the better character, hero, whatever. You always got to look at it. You always want to study it. You want to know what's better. So in this case, who are the number one artists right now? Right? It's the people on Batman. It's the people like Dan Mora, Jorge Jimenez, right? Like those two mother flowers. Also, Latino power. Let's go. You got to look at them. You got to study them. You got to understand why they're at the top. What is it about them that makes them work? You got to study their loadout, bro. You got to study their gun, their classes, all that stuff. And I feel like if you take that kind of mentality and you transfer it to anything that you do, right? Whether it's art, whether it's business, whether it's I don't know what else, right? Like I feel like if you treat shit like video games, bro, like you're gonna do good in life. Or better than most. Don't quote me. But I don't know. I think that kind of mindset is very interesting because it works, right? Like take social media into account, right? Like this is something I've been learning the hard way because like I struggle because I'm ambitious, but I'm also kind of like I'm stubborn. I'm a little lazy. I'm very ADHD, unmedicated. Working on that. But social media plays a huge factor on being seen in order to get those jobs, right? So social media changed completely, bro, and I'm suffering from this to this day. It is now all about videos. It's all about like, oh, you have to capture everyone's attention or else you get left behind, right? You can't just post a picture anymore. Pictures are no longer impressive, right? AI fucked us over. AI screwed us over really bad. What people thought was impressive can be done in a click because the average person can't tell what's real art. They can't tell what's done by a human and what's done by AI. It hurts, but that's the truth. They cannot tell. So it's just one of those things where like, okay, now you have to prove that you did it. Now you have to show them the process because that's something AI will never do. AI will never show the process, never have personality. Like this is so true. Like I noticed this the moment AI started blowing up around the same time, like when Twitter was changed to X, like my Twitter died, bro, because like there's all these like AI pictures coming up, like AI's, all these people that are pretending to be artists are like posting AI images. Like I can tell, you can tell when something is like slightly blurred and going into another part of like the anatomy or the hair or the teeth. Like you can tell when something's AI. But it's like, again, the average person doesn't. So it's like nothing's impressive to them. So you have to adapt. And what is the way? Videos. And the moment I started doing the videos that people like, bro, like it works. It works. Like for example, right? Like you need to learn how to grab people's attention now. So it's like, what can you say in the first 3 seconds that's gonna grab people's attention? And I'm still learning this, right? Because like I don't just do one thing. I do so many different things, right? Like I do my commissions, I do sequentials, I'm making a book. Like it's gonna get boring if I just do a time lapse all the time. But like I'll still do that because I want to show my work, right? It's always fun to see that. There's still an audience for that, but sometimes you're gonna need a little bit more effort to grab more people's attention. So you have to be like, yo, I got my ass cheeks torn up at New York Comic Con, right? And like that grabs people's attention. It's like, bro, what is this guy saying? Hold up, right? Like you got to get creative in that kind of way. You got to show your personality a bit more. It's hard though. Listen, I'm an introvert and I don't like attention. Every time I post something, I turn my phone off. I'm like, I'm not looking at this. I get really self-conscious about that stuff. Especially considering lately, because you guys know this, like I'm a different artist now. I'm not the same Esquivo that did like Night Wrath, where it was like super detailed David Finch ZHC pencils, right? Like, no, now I ink myself. I'm learning how to color myself. Like, I am an entirely different artist. So now I'm like, I left that audience behind unintentionally, and I'm trying to get new people. So it's like, I don't get the same likes that I used to. I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, it messes with your head. It's like, oh, dude, maybe I'm not a good artist, but it's not true. There are so many great artists that don't get likes, don't get views. It's like, people are just used to seeing art in different ways now. And you got to remind yourselves, y'all ain't posting videos. Y'all got to get on it, bro. Y'all got to get on it. You have to. Adapt or die. Treat it like a video game. You won't die, but you know what I mean. But yeah, man. Stuff like that, man, that's just, it's hard to do because it's like you just don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. You don't want to give into that stuff. Like, it's cringe, but sometimes you just got to count to 3 and do it, bro. Seriously, that's what works for me sometimes. When I don't want to do something, you do the 1, 2, 3, and then you get up and do it. Shit. Also, I really, really, really like this right now. I'm trying to find a way where I can make him feel like a superhero, but also a medieval knight. Because I think back to Battle Chasers. What made Battle Chasers blow up, right? I have it over here. By Joe Mad. It was a fantasy book, but like the characters were drawn like superheroes, and I think that's very important for fantasy books. You know, when I work on fantasy, I'm gonna make sure it feels that way. Also, I am starving now, bro. Holy fat ass. Damn. Is David Finch actually your mentor? I call it unofficial because, like, all I mean is I watched his video, bro. His videos, his community, like, helped me grow as an artist. Like, everything I learned, it started through David Finch. Like, yes, like, I had some artists that I liked before I started watching those videos, and like, I was trying to emulate. But when David Finch started doing those Monday night draws, that was a special time. Holy shit, I missed that. That's what kind of like helped me grow as an artist. It's just like being in that space, watching his videos, you know, mimicking his style. And like every now and then he would do community portfolio reviews, and I was able to show him my work a couple times. I've met him in person a couple times. Nothing crazy. Like, I can't promise you that he even remembers me, you know, or knows my name. You know what I mean? So when I say unofficial, I just mean like I've learned through his videos. I wish he was my actual mentor. If he were my actual mentor and he took me under his wing, bro, I think I would have already been a million times better in art. And I probably would have already been in the industry, right? Because like he has that direct connection. But that's just not the reality, bro. I am not Jason Fabok. Jason Fabok had that opportunity. Dude, I love Jason Fabok. I gotta pick up his. I don't know if he has a new, what is it called? Rook Exodus book out. I know he has volume 1. I picked that up. I gotta support the homie. But I don't know if there's a volume 2 yet. Do not know. But yeah, man, nothing serious when I say that. He's incredible. He's such a kind person. It's so funny because like he will always take the time to like talk to his fans or whatever. So like I kind of listen, bro. I didn't mean to, but I kind of took advantage when I was because there was 2 people in front of me in New York Comic Con that, dude, they made him draw like 30-minute drawings while I was there. And so, you know, I was like, well, like I'm gonna make the best of it. I got a front row seat to seeing a master class, and I'm gonna learn it. And so I asked him questions, but like I didn't realize that I was gonna slow him down, right? Because David Finch would stop and he would look at me, and he would answer. He would go, yeah, this, that. It's fucking awesome. I love David Finch. Seriously. And he proves that kindness works, man. Like kindness over everything. I'm not necessarily the kindest, so I apologize. I've been traumatized in life a little bit, so I have a little bit of a different, you know, approach to things. I'm a lot more like, I don't trust you. I got to make sure you're not dangerous first before I become nice. Oh yes. Holy cow, Dragon Rage. Yeah, dude. I hope Jimmy Reyes is doing fine. I know I that was a weird time too. Because I kind of took it to heart how things just like flopped. But I hope he's doing fine, man. You know, I would never. I was a younger artist too. Like a younger person. Like I kind of was like there was some weird stuff that went on behind the scenes, but it is what it is. But still thankful for that opportunity. I still learned. But man, oh man, guys, the amount of times I've gotten screwed over just trying to make it. Holy cow! Artists, try to take payment upfront at all times, or you will learn the hard way. Because the amount of times I've gotten screwed over in that way is just crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, man, holy cow, that was a time. Yeah, that was a time, man. But on to new things. I think Scourge is something that people will actually enjoy reading, and I'm gonna give the art my all. I'm a different artist from The Exiled now. Um, Even Adam Lawson says that, which is awesome. Adam Lawson's the writer of Exiled, dude. I'm hoping that one day the rights come back to us and we can actually continue working on that book, because like I know things are, rights issues are always a thing with this thing. When you have so many people involved in a title, like it's hard to continue it. So that's kind of what happened to The Exiled, but hopefully one day we can get a part 2 to that, because that shit got left in a cliffhanger. Yo, actually, I'd like to do a little like, I'd like to go through the book at some point in the channel. Dude, Dave is so cool. Dave is awesome. David Finch is the goat. Again, he's the reason why I've been able to learn so much and have a better process. Because like I used to just, what was I doing before Night Wrath? Advent Comics. I was studying Ivan Reis. I was studying Gary Frank. I was studying Jason Fabok, but not David Finch. It wasn't until like David Finch started making videos where like I was like, yo, wait a minute, this is a gold pot, So learned a crap ton. Holy cow, his Skin Breaker, by the way, I have it with me. Hold on, let's go through that real quick. Hold on, pause. I gotta pick up Skin Breaker number 2. I'm a paperback person though, so I might wait. I don't think it's gonna affect the sales. Listen, he's working with Robert Kirkman. He's already getting an insane amount. I know they're okay, but let's go through his book real quick. If you guys haven't picked it up, you should. I actually have a sketch cover. No, I don't. I don't think I got a sketch cover. Damn. I got way too many things from Midtown Comics, so I had to back up. Okay, this is very, very ultra zoomed out. Can I not zoom out as much? Hold on, let me see. Back dual wide camera. Guys, can I not? Can we do better? Back triple camera? What is that? What are these options? I don't know what these options are. Okay, so we'll just do ultra wide for now, so you guys can see. I'll try to bring it closer to the camera. But this is Skin Breakers by David Finch. By the way, this is not 11 by 17. This guy drew on like 18 by 24 every time, or bigger. Yeah, David Finch. He said, "How can I make this harder for me?" Because this is crazy. Like, notice how quick I was gonna scroll the page. He probably spent like 2 days straight on each of these pages, if not 3 or 4. Like this is not a double page spread. This is a quadruple page spread. It is 11 by 17, 11 by 17. How do you have a big enough desk for that? And the fact that he still got the anatomy portions correct in that big of a size is insane to me. So this is Skin Breakers. I haven't actually read it. I'm just in it for the art. Like, dude, look at this. This is some Frazetta level shit. Like, excuse me? Dave, this is crazy, bro. Clouds are crazy. It's some next level stuff, and it's crazy how much detail he can put into it and still not lose the reader, because that's something I struggle with, right? It's like I over detail everything, but notice the backgrounds, there is no heavy rendering. It's It's a different kind of rendering. It's not pure blacks. There's no pure black shadows in the background, and that's something I gotta learn. It's very hard for me to unlearn, but it's insane, man. Like, there's a lot to learn here. Like, dude, this foreground for no reason is just insane. Notice how it leaves a little bit of white in between the foreground and midground so that it's understandable for readers. Like, look at that. You see a little white right there? That's something I was trying to do, but I realized when you color it, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to color. But yeah, this book's insane, dude. Yeah, Robert Kirkman, man. And David Finch, dude. Yeah, I'm in awe scrolling through this right now. It kind of looks like, it's funny because like it's really hard to design new aliens. These unintentionally look like the exiled aliens. You know, we always take off the noses on aliens. I mean, technically they have a nose, but also this guy's design is crazy. But yeah, this shit is nuts. Make sure you guys pick this up if you guys see it in your local shop. Just to support, because this is nuts. Dan Moore and Ryan Otley. God damn it. I love them. I also have this here. I picked that up immediately. Though I wish I got a Dan Moore cover. I regret not getting a Dan Moore cover. I don't think they had any. But yeah, I don't know how many issues there are going to be. I think there might be 4. 2 just came out. So, this shit's awesome. This is by Ryan Otley. That's crazy. This little cover. Yeah, man. Skybound Comics. I'm pretty sure this is Skybound. Yeah, right? This is the Skybound little logo. But yeah, man. David Finch. That's my unofficial mentor. Yo, bros, I think I'm gonna... Darn boomer. Bro, get your money, then take on the project. Money talks. If they don't want to give you the money, what you're worth, real. What advice can you give for a super new artist? Hold on, I'm dyslexic. I got it. Not dyslexic. I am... One more time. What advice can you give for a super new artist in deciding to do more college to become a graphic designer, comic creator? Dude, if you can do graphic design, go to school for graphic design. Graphic design is one of the most needed fields. If you can specialize in video a bit more, you're going to do really good, I think. I studied graphic design, never got my associates, never got my bachelor's. COVID hit and I couldn't function in an online environment. So I ended up flunking my classes and because it was hard for me. But if you can go to school for graphic design, all of that is going to transfer to comics if you do want to do comics, right? Like the amount of things that I learned from those classes, like understanding Photoshop, understanding layout design, understanding typography too, like all of that translates, right? Not just to comics, bro, to like any form of media. Graphic design is one of the most powerful jobs, dude. Like everything involves graphic design. This right here, graphic design is lettering, graphic design, coloring, graphic design, inking in a sense, graphic design, because if you have to think about layout and legibility. World of Warcraft logo, graphic design, right? Like everything. This, what you're watching this in, the UI design is graphic design, right? Like the legibility of YouTube and like graphic design is probably one of the best fields to like really get into. But don't like when you go to school, bro, for it, like make sure you're doing your research on your own time and learning more things about the softwares. Don't just rely on the professors to teach you things, because some of these professors are not that good. Like they're teachers for a reason. At the end of the day, some of them are in the field, some of them are great, but a lot of them are professors because they couldn't find a job somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like it's screwed up, but at least they were able to teach you where they failed, and you know whether they say it or not. Right? It's like when a person becomes a theater teacher, you know, they didn't make it, but they're teaching it now. So, but I definitely recommend a graphic design field, especially now that there's no COVID and online classes. Goddamn it, I would go back if I weren't so close to making it in comics, bro. And I know it sounds weird what I'm saying, like, oh, so close to making it in comics, even though I did a whole book with Wesley Snipes, Blade himself, right? Like you'd think I'd be fine. You'd think I would not be living paycheck to paycheck, but like this shit's hard, bro. This shit, there is no money in this. Not unless you're working on Batman. Like it's very much like that's something you have to brace yourself for. This is not an industry you enter for money, right? Like there are some filmmakers who are trying to do comics and then turn them into movies. I don't even think that's a good idea. Like if you're gonna make comics, you need to be in it for just the passion, because the odds of somebody connecting with your book and it turning into a movie extremely low. It almost happened with me for my first try, which is crazy. But things happen and things fall through. You know what I mean? So like, just do it for fun on on the side is what I recommend, because it is not as easy as like, oh, I'm gonna intern for this person and they're gonna teach me the ropes. That was the 90s. That was a lot more easier. They used to hire anybody who could hold a pencil. Things are different now, man. It's a lot harder. So if you're gonna do it on your spare time, do it fun. Do it for yourself. Write your own story. Team up with somebody. Don't be like me is what I'm trying to say, bro. Don't be like me. This shit's hard, bro. Especially if you have a partner and you're trying to, proceed in life. Like this is not financially stable, and for sure, me and my partner have suffered from that. Right? Like this is such a very risky field. Like it's really hard to have a consistent income doing this if you don't have a contract for like 2 years. And it's hard to get another contract if you're not working for like the big two. That's why I'm really pushing Scourge, bro, because like if I can push a Kickstarter and make maybe 2,000 to 4,000 per book, like I can breathe. I can actually keep doing this. And it's going to be hard, because I don't know. My goal is to make those books very accessible, because I want people to spend $5 and get like everything, and not like Whatnot is a very interesting platform, right? Like the community tends to overprice things, brother. There was a book with my cover that was going for $40 and people were buying it, and I was like, bro. I mean, I'm honored, but like I'm thinking about all the other people that didn't get to buy it and the people that are turned off from getting it. So I want to make sure that I have options for everyone. I'm gonna have the cool shit because I want the cool shit, right? Like I want a cover that's like foil and looks cool and like, but that's gonna be more pricey. But I'm also gonna have like the base cover and book that's like $5, bro. And then eventually I'm gonna launch the paperback, and the paperback's gonna be hopefully $15, because that's what Image Comics go for, and then they're affordable. Everyone can get them for a good price. And then eventually I want to launch a manga size for $10, right? Like we'll see. Like I believe in what's the word, bro? Just affordability, man, because that's what's, if everyone reads it, you have a bigger audience now. At least I like to think that. Some people really overprice their stuff, and it hurts. It hurts others. I don't know. It hurts the community, I feel like. Because then here's what happens, right? And this happens with comic pricing too. Like there are some people who gatekeep their prices from the public, and like I think it's really, it's very interesting. Like there are some people who get mad when you put your prices publicly, and because they're like, oh, now people think I'm expensive, and it's like art is subjective. People who are gonna buy your shit are gonna buy your shit because they love it. People who are not gonna buy your shit are just not gonna buy it. Like, right? You gotta accept that. But some people really like to keep that stuff. I don't know. So interesting, bro. But don't be discouraged, man. Like, be in it for the love of it. Like, do it because you love it. Like Adam Lawson, one of the best writers I've ever worked with. One of the kindest people, surprisingly, because he's in Hollywood, dude. He is a producer. He's done movies. He's done Netflix episodes. Like, to me, he's a big deal, bro. But he is so humble, and he genuinely does comics not for the money, because he has not made a profit in comics at all. He has not made a profit at all. He does it for the passion, and he has so many books left and right. Obviously, he's aiming to make a profit at some point. That way, he could actually just like switch and do this. But That's a Hollywood producer, and you know that hasn't happened yet. Obviously, I don't think he's ever going to stop producing either because I know he loves that. That's a part of him. But you know what I mean? I'm yapping, bros. All this yapping's making me hungry. Meetups. Oh, damn. I gotta cook. I don't want to cook. Also, I gotta work on a better background because I don't want to have to show you guys all of this. Like, I didn't even do my bed. I don't know. I feel like my room's a mess, but it's not. It is back there. Behind me is a mess, but don't look. Don't look. Also, I'm taking forever. We've been drawing for an hour and 21 minutes, and I haven't, like, I'm not done. I'm nowhere near done. This is terrible. I am going to stop, though. I'm going to lock in for a little bit. Hold on. I'm going to read some stuff before I go. Major red flag is if they make you follow the book and not design projects, they themselves can teach you to walk out. So I looked down on how many professors that currently freelancers. Oof. Yeah, dude. Teachers who show you do things by the book, just the book. I like this dude. He applies to me more than Jim Lee. Wait, who are you talking about? Dude, Jim Lee's a legend. Holy cow. One day I'll meet him. One day I'll meet his ass. I love him. He's another one. You should consider looking into Scotty Young. How can you can promote yourself as an artist? Yes, since you know your art has value in the collector's market. Dude, I was like listening to some of like Sean Murphy's stuff. Sean Murphy's interesting too. Sadly, the American comic book market is opposite from the Japanese market. Like, it is so not consumer friendly. It is collector friendly. And so, I don't know. It's very interesting. Like, there's so much to learn. Like, please, yeah, like I will be looking at Scotty Young because not only is he a fantastic writer, he is an insane artist. I don't know if you guys have read his older stuff or like skimmed through it, but he's an incredible interior artist. I'm gonna study his stuff real quick, actually. But anyways, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna figure out how to end this and check the stream, see how it ran and all that. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up in my DMs. And yeah, thank you guys for keeping me company, dude. I literally yapped for like a whole hour straight. I am hungry. I don't want to cook. I might order food. We'll see. I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I gotta hit stop on Twitch. Okay. I don't think anybody was watching on Twitch, but oops, I ended it. Okay. And I'm gonna end it here as well. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.